Alright, quick update on Strong and Stronger. So starting off with Stronger hasn't done an awful lot since our last video. You can really see it is just channeling to the downside, so I'm going to make this video pretty quick. Now, in the last video, I kind of thought that we were going to do one of two things. And we haven't done a lot of either of them, to be honest, but what I'm really thinking is going to happen is, you know, we're going to move down, and we are going to move down to these lower price targets. I mean, we were predicting, you know, coming up and then moving down, but we've really just come up and very slowly trickled down. We're now at $18.50. Thank God the Cowboy family. We've been sitting on the sidelines for Strong and Stronger. I actually started making Strong videos at $270, and I was telling people, you know, Strong is going to $70. People threw rocks through my window, told me I was wrong, told me it was going to go up in a straight line. We came all the way down to 70. I then told you Strong is going to 0, and I got less backlash on that, but now Strong is down here at $9.50, and I'm telling you, I imagine Strong in the next week, I imagine Strong is probably going to be down here at like the $1, $2 region. Let's call it $2. I really do think Strong is going to absolutely capitulate within the next week or so. I could be wrong, I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm looking at these charts. I'm also looking at the Bitcoin chart, and Bitcoin looks like it's setting up, you know, the same type of capitulation event that we did in 2017, where we had an all-time high. You form this triangle pattern, and then you capitulate below the lows. On that weekly candle, a lot of greed returns into the market. A lot of people buy back up the dip. Everyone's screaming, you know, buy the dip, DCA, now's the best time to DCA. And now, you know, the next week after, absolute capitulation soon ensues, and I think that we might be seeing that with Bitcoin. Maybe not this week. You know, these charts don't have to play out to the teeth. They haven't played out to the teeth, in fact, but I do think that, you know, there could be a possibility we dead cat bounce to 34, we then come back down and capitulate maybe to your 200 week moving average, which would be around 23 to 22,000 if we did take another week or so to get down there. But looking at Strong and Stronger, I do not think that Strong and Stronger are going to survive if we do have a type of capitulation event like this. You know, I've been very vocal about my opinions on Strong and Stronger because, you know, this is why they call me Cowboy. I'm a straight shooter. I say it how it is. People don't always enjoy listening to my very brutally honest opinion, but so far for Strong and Stronger, if you've been watching my videos, you know, if you want to verify it, go back to when I started covering Strong. If you go back to, you know, between the 1st of March to the 3rd of April, I was pretty much the only YouTuber that was telling you Strong is going to 0, and everyone threw rocks through my window. I had the Strong community go through all of my Strong videos, dislike, and now it seems like they've left the face of this earth. I mean, I feel sorry for them. They were emotional traders. They didn't look at the charts objectively, and they got absolutely wrecked, but I'm still here to, you know, tell you Strong and Stronger holders, it's not looking good. Just look at this objectively. We look absolutely terrible. We're completely landsliding, and, you know, we minted all the way up here at 150, and it's done nothing but massively capitulate ever since. I really don't see much good coming for Strong and Stronger in the next week or so. I think at best we could move up to like $30 before probably lollygagging back down, and then, you know, coming down to maybe, you know, $2, $5 for Strong. That is Stronger rather. That is really my price targets. I think if Bitcoin does have this mass capitulation, which I do think we're going to be doing in the next month, and, you know, the 4-year cycles played out perfectly as well. You can see 210 days to cycle peak, 204 days to cycle peak. You know, you look at this, the data as well, you see this descending triangle, top, break down below. The first week is brought up with a lot of volume, and then lots of bearish volume soon ensues the next week. It seems like it's playing out to the teeth, in my opinion. So I'm still sticking on the sidelines for Strong and Stronger. In my opinion, Stronger will still outperform Strong, but I do think, you know, another massive drop is coming in for Strong. And, you know, we talked about this when we were at 270. We were talking about the move down to 70. That happened. We then talked about the move down from 70 to 14. That happened. We're now talking about the move from basically $10 down to $1 or $2. And, you know, I do think that it is going to be playing out in the next couple of weeks. All the warning signs are there. Tons of bearish volume. Just look at this volume. I mean, volume predicts price. The more and more this goes up, then the more we're coming down. I think saying that Strong is going to $2 is conservative. I think more realistically over the course of the next year, it's going to bleed out to basically zero, or it's going to be kind of lollygagging around a couple of pennies. But I think the same is going to happen for Stronger at some point. The gas fees on the ETH blockchain to claim your rewards, to claim your Stronger rewards, they're going to cost more than the actual rewards. And I've already had people telling me this on Twitter, that you have to very, very strategically time when you're going to be able to take profits on your rewards. Otherwise, you don't get any rewards. So you should be I mean, in my opinion, I think everyone invested in this should be very, very careful. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just looking at the data. I'm looking at the technicals. I'm looking at the fact that they don't have a white paper. And before you comment, you know, you're an idiot, they do have a white paper. I can't believe you haven't even looked at their website. A light paper and a mid paper is not a white paper. You know, if you want to Google the difference between the two of them, I do recommend that if you don't know the difference between a light paper, a white paper, and a mid paper. A white paper is really what you have if you've got a finished, polished product and the developers know in which direction they're moving with the project. A light paper is basically something you whip up in a week or a couple of days or so, because you don't know what your project wants to be in the long term. You just want to make a project to capitalize on hype and make money. And in my opinion, Strong and Stronger, I do not think it's going to survive into the bear market. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people have been saying, you know, coming into Q3, there's going to be great fundamental changes for Strong and Stronger. I think that's going to be too late. I honestly think the only way Strong and Stronger can survive, the only way I would change my tone on Strong and Stronger is if, one, they come out with a white paper, and two, they move to cross-chain. In my opinion, Strong and Stronger cannot survive on the Ethereum blockchain if the price keeps on going down. If the price keeps on going down, the cost of these nodes, the cost of gas fees are going to far outweigh, you know, the price of your rewards. And when that happens, you're going to have to move to the Polygon blockchain. You're going to have to move to Solana. You're going to have to move to AVAX, or an amalgamation of, you know, multiple blockchains that are a lot cheaper than what you're currently running on, because we cannot continue like this. If the price keeps on going down, you know, the gas fees are going to be exponentially larger than your rewards on Stronger. So that's just my 2 cents. I've had a lot of people kind of co-sign that and tell me as well, you know, send me screenshots of the gas fees that are actually more expensive than their Stronger rewards. I guess it depends how many nodes you have, and, you know, a plethora of different things, and what time you time the market, what time you time the gas fees rather. But yeah, I do see Strong and Stronger going lower. Could be wrong. I think we're going to massively capitulate within the next month. More specifically, my estimate of when this is going to happen is within the next week or two. I really think this could be happening next week. I'm seeing a lot of warning signs. Could be wrong on this. We could bounce to 34 before we do go back down. And, you know, Strong and Stronger, you know, Strong could bounce all the way back up to $70 and still be bearish, because, you know, you zoom out, these were the lows. These are where you needed to hold. So if you bounce up to $45 or you bounce up to $70 and then you get rejected, that's nothing apart from confirming the downtrend once again. So I do recommend to zoom out, recognize that we're exponentially bearish, and in my opinion, this selling volume is not going to continue. This selling volume is not going to subside. It's very, very clear and very evident, in my opinion, that the price is going to go much, much lower for both of these. So, like I said, you won't find any Moonboy hopium on this channel. You won't find any clickbait. You won't find any, you know, once Stronger bottoms, Q3, Moon is happening, blah, blah, blah. I'm very objective with my data. I keep it, I don't like to beat around the bush. I don't like to sugarcoat it. So I'm not going to be like, you know, okay, Stronger might be okay if we bounce and then reverse, and then if you hold this level, blah, blah, blah. It's done, in my opinion. You know, unless they make major changes to their ecosystem, then they're done. I've already said I think the only way that Strong and Stronger survives is if they move over to a different blockchain, and that is just my opinion. Let me know what you think of that down below. As always, hope you found some value in this. Hope you found a different perspective than what you are used to if you do watch normal YouTubers, but that is what I've got. All out, cowboy out, peace.